Happiness is more than just a fleeting feeling. It is a deep sense of well-being that colors our entire existence. When we feel happy, we are more creative, more productive, and more resilient in the face of life's challenges. It's a state of mind that allows us to engage more fully with the world, to appreciate the beauty in everyday moments, and to build stronger, more meaningful relationships with others. Seeking happiness is not a selfish pursuit. It is a fundamental human need. A happier life is a healthier life, both for our minds and our bodies. It's the warm glow that makes everything else seem brighter and more manageable. Many people think happiness is something you find, like a hidden treasure. They believe it will arrive with a new job, a bigger house, or a perfect relationship. But happiness doesn't work that way. It is something we cultivate, something we build day by day through our thoughts and actions. It is a practice, much like learning to play an instrument or getting physically fit. The journey to a happier life begins with small, intentional steps. It requires us to pay attention to what truly brings us joy and to actively choose behaviors that support our well-being. It is a personal project, and you are the architect of your own happiness. The beautiful thing about happiness is that it has a ripple effect. When you are happy, you spread that positive energy to everyone around you. Your smile can brighten a stranger's day, and your positive attitude can lift the spirits of your family and friends. A single happy person can create a more positive environment at home, at work, and in their community. This is why focusing on your own happiness is one of the most generous things you can do for the world. You become a source of light and inspiration, encouraging others to find their own joy. It's a wonderful cycle of giving and receiving positivity. So, how do we begin this important project? The path to happiness is not about making grand, sweeping changes overnight. Instead, it is about incorporating small, manageable habits into our daily routines. These simple practices, backed by research and real-life experience, can slowly but surely transform our outlook on life. They help us rewire our brains to focus on the good, to appreciate what we have, and to find contentment in the here and now. This guide will explore some of these simple yet powerful strategies, offering practical steps you can take today to start building a happier, more fulfilling life for yourself. One of the simplest yet most powerful tools for increasing happiness is practicing gratitude. This means taking the time to notice and appreciate the good things in your life, no matter how small they may seem. Our brains are often wired to focus on problems and threats, a leftover survival instinct from ancient times. By consciously shifting our focus to what we are thankful for, we can counteract this negative bias. Gratitude helps us see the abundance that already exists in our lives, from the roof over our head to the kindness of a friend. It is a simple mental shift that can have a profound impact on our overall sense of joy and contentment. A practical way to build a gratitude habit is to keep a gratitude journal. Every evening before you go to sleep, take a few minutes to write down 3 to 5 things that you are thankful for from that day. These don't have to be monumental events. Perhaps you are grateful for the warm sun on your face during your walk, a delicious cup of coffee that started your morning, or a funny conversation you had with a coworker. For instance, you might write, "I am grateful for the beautiful sunset I saw on my way home from work." This simple act helps train your brain to scan for positives throughout the day, making you more aware of the good that is always present. Another way to practice gratitude is to express it directly to others. Think about someone who has made a positive impact on your life, whether it was recently or long ago. Take the time to write them a heartfelt letter or email, or even just send them a quick text message telling them specifically why you are grateful for them. For example, you could message a friend saying, "I just wanted to thank you for listening to me yesterday when I was feeling down. Your support meant so much to me." Not only will this make the other person feel wonderful, but the act of expressing your appreciation will also give you a significant boost in happiness. The key to making gratitude a lasting habit is consistency. It may feel a bit strange or forced at first, but the more you do it, the more natural it will become. Over time, you will find that you start to notice things to be grateful for automatically, without even trying. Your perspective will begin to shift from one of scarcity and lack to one of abundance and appreciation. This change in mindset is a cornerstone of a happier life, allowing you to find joy not in what you are missing, but in the incredible richness of what you already have. It is a quiet revolution that starts within your own mind. Humans are social creatures by nature. Our connection to others is a vital ingredient for a happy and meaningful life. Strong social bonds provide us with a sense of belonging, support, and security. When we feel connected to others, we are better equipped to handle stress and adversity. Sharing our joys and sorrows with people we trust makes the good times better and the hard times more bearable. Nurturing our relationships with family, friends, and community is not just a nice thing to do. It is essential for our emotional well-being. Investing time and energy into our connections is one of the most reliable ways to boost our long-term happiness. One practical tip for strengthening your connections is to schedule regular dedicated time for the important people in your life. In our busy world, it's easy to let relationships fall by the wayside. Be intentional about it. For example, you could set up a weekly video call with a faraway sibling or a standing monthly lunch date with a close friend. A real-life example of this is making a pact with your partner to have a no-phones dinner together every night, where you can truly talk and listen to each other without distractions. By making your relationships a priority in your schedule, you send a clear message that they matter, both to yourself and to the other person. Another powerful way to deepen connections is through acts of kindness and service. Doing something nice for someone else, without expecting anything in return, is a proven happiness booster. This could be as simple as offering to pick up groceries for an elderly neighbor or volunteering for a cause you care about. For instance, you could spend a Saturday morning helping out at a local animal shelter. These actions not only help others, but also foster a sense of purpose and connection within you. They remind us that we are all part of a larger community, and that we have the power to make a positive difference in the lives of others, which is a deep source of joy. Finally, work on being a better listener. True connection happens when people feel seen and heard. When you are talking with someone, try to give them your full attention. Put away your phone, make eye contact, and listen to understand, not just to respond. Ask open-ended questions to encourage them to share more. For example, instead of just nodding along, you could say, "That sounds really interesting. Tell me more about how that made you feel." By offering the gift of your presence and attention, you create a safe space for genuine connection to flourish, strengthening your bonds and increasing happiness for both you and the other person. The journey to a happier life does not require a treasure map leading to a distant, mythical island of joy. Instead, happiness is found in the small, everyday moments that we often overlook. It is a mosaic, built piece by piece from tiny fragments of contentment, wonder, and peace. True, lasting happiness is not about the constant pursuit of euphoric highs, but about learning to appreciate the gentle, quiet joys that are always available to us. It's the warmth of a sunbeam on a cold day, the taste of your favorite food, or the sound of rain against the window. These small pleasures are the bedrock of a contented life. Finding happiness in the small things is a skill, and like any skill, it gets stronger with practice. One way to cultivate this is through mindfulness, the practice of paying attention to the present moment without judgment. You can try this right now. Take a deep breath and focus on the sensation of the air entering and leaving your lungs. Notice the feeling of your feet on the floor or the chair supporting your back. For example, when you drink your morning tea, instead of rushing through it, take a moment to savor the aroma, the warmth of the mug, and the taste. This simple act of being present can transform a mundane routine into a moment of peaceful joy. Another powerful strategy is to engage your senses. Our senses are direct gateways to the present moment and can be a wonderful source of simple pleasure. Make a conscious effort to notice the world around you through sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch. For instance, on your next walk, intentionally look for 5 beautiful things you've never noticed before, like the intricate pattern of a leaf or the vibrant color of a flower. Or put on a piece of music you love and just listen, allowing the melody and rhythm to wash over you completely. By tuning into your senses, you ground yourself in the now and unlock a world of simple delights. Ultimately, unlocking happiness is a hopeful and deeply personal endeavor. It is not about becoming a different person, but about becoming more fully yourself. It is about choosing to see the good, to connect with others, and to find beauty in the ordinary. Remember that progress, not perfection, is the goal. There will still be difficult days, but by building these small positive habits, you create a foundation of resilience and joy that can carry you through them. Your ultimate guide to joy is not found in a book or an essay. It is found within you, waiting to be discovered in the small, precious moments of your everyday life.